Our government has failed. International organizations have failed. We as women have failed.
Well,
it is time to really get about thinking
I want
about
to ask Ms. Mayawati a question today. I'm going to go on and on about this. That today, while all that drama was going on the quota bill, I get a statistic that among the 6 MP, MLA, MLCs who have declared rape charges in their affidavits is Muhammad Alim Khan of the BSP from Bulandshahr constituency in Uttar Pradesh. Now, when MLAs have rape charges in their affidavits before the election commission, then this person continues. I mean, that's not an issue for Ms. Mayawati, because the moment you take a position on rape, you're going to have to take a position against rapists or alleged rapists in your own party.
Absolutely.
Rajesh, isn't that the problem?
No, absolutely. See, this is a huge credibility deficit among our rurals all over.
Yes.
Everybody is asking, in fact, you know, because I look at internet, I see the kind of reactions. Everybody is asking, will the laws be used uniformly? Will they be, will everybody be dealt with uniformly? And people are asking DGP Rathor's case. Yeah. Somebody actually sent me a message. He says, what about the man who ran a private airline in the garb of, a harem? Harem is a powerful, private airline. He was referring to Kanda.
Why I'm saying it's, Khushbu says it's I'm politicizing it. No, Khushbu, you are completely wrong. I'll tell you why. I'm going to read out a message that I just got from a viewer. Look at this. And China NC, I want to know whether you have an answer for it. It says, unfortunately, the rape happened in a Congress-ruled state. Hence, Sushma Swaraj, Smriti Irani and Jaya Bachchan were shedding crocodile tears. Had this happened in a BJP-ruled state, then what? In Punjab, the policeman got killed, saving his daughter. No one cried. No, 1 minute. Where were the long speeches then from Smriti Irani and Sushma Swaraj? Well, let's be clear about it. They're all pushing their own apple cart. This is how the people of India are viewing this today. No, and I think
beyond observing that yes, there is prejudice.
May I respond?
And partisanship which comes into play when people respond. I think the victim today battling for survival literally today and for her life, I think we owe it to her that we carry out a more mature and a more balanced debate with some constructive suggestions.
Dr. Indu Agnihotri, I can have a debate in which we can list out 10 suggestions. I will just ask a straight question. A straight question is this.
For instance, the Delhi police will be most happy if we go on in this manner and we do not force them to have procedures in place.
Yesterday, by the way, we are not in the business of making anyone happy. Anyone who watches Times Now knows we don't care about making others happy. There may be others who want to. Yesterday there was the Joint Police Commissioner of Delhi who had a hard time on this very show at this very hour. So please don't say that. My point to you very clearly is, I want to put out a question to all the hypocrites. Where are the political parties on Khap Panchayats? Why are they all quiet? Is killing somebody for falling in love outside a community or a village not as heinous as this? Why does Ajit Singh not speak on it? Why does Mulayam Singh Yadav not do anything on it? Why is Mayawati quiet on it? Why is the Congress party and even the BJP queasy about it? Because you don't know how it will affect your vote bank in Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh. Sabha wants to, Sabha wants to make a point.
I'm just waiting to reply.
To accept the fact our political parties are representing a society which has very backward values at times.
Exactly.
And and at the same time we have this modern India bursting in our faces. So they're not going to do it. And as per your question for Mayawati, just to get back to it, she will, supposing you were ever to engage in a dialogue with her, she'll turn around and say, Arnab Goswami, have you covered Dalit rape? She will ask you that question. So politics also has its own ping pong that goes on. And in fact, one of the, I was overseeing one story on this in the office earlier, and the main thing is rapes have been happening. The media is scrutinizing them. And now, Arnab, now is the time where media has such an important role to play. To play a constructive role
now can I
looking at the social profiles of the different...
Now here's a social profile I want to pick up, and I want to put this question to Kiran Majumdar Shaw. Well, look at social profile. In April 2006, Ms. Shaw, when Times Now just started broadcasting, there was a news report we put out. It was about a fellow called Bitti Mohanty. He was about 21, 22-year-old. He was the son of a DGP of Orissa, Director General Police of Orissa. He was arrested on rape charges. He was convicted of raping a 26-year-old German tourist in Jaipur. The court sentenced him to a 7-year imprisonment, Ms. Shaw, and this is where the story is interesting. He was allowed to go for a 15-day parole to meet his ailing mother. His father was a DGP. His father allegedly helped his son escape from custody. That was 2006. The son of a DGP. Today it is 2012. And I am asking today, Naveen Patnaik, and to the Chief Minister of Rajasthan, Ashok Gehlot, where is Bitti Mohanty?
And what action
Where is Bitti Mohanty? Because the son of a DGP gets away. A son of a DGP gets away with that kind of rape. So tomorrow somebody living in a lower income tenement in Delhi carries out a rape. He'll say the DGP's son gets away. I too will get away. Miss Shaw, is that part of the problem?
He can't say it actually.
Arnab, it is disgusting what's happening. First and foremost, the apathy that people have to these kind of sexual assault cases is just awful. You know, in Bangalore, for instance, you won't believe it, but there was a case of pedophile where the man has been released on bail. Now, these are things that are happening all the time. And you know, what really, really angers me is that women who are victims of sexual assault are made to feel guilty. What kind of society are we? I mean, we've got to have law enforcement to make sure that all these cases are dealt with in a very expeditious manner, and justice must be meted out to all those who are guilty of this sexual assault. No matter how, and you know, it's ridiculous that we have a discussion on gradation of sexual assault in this kind of a debate when we are actually talking about a very, very serious issue with society today in India.
You want to...
Now can I say something, Arnab?
I think it's an important issue that you have raised, and you're responding to what Meenakshi Lekhi has said there on gradation. Would you like to take that back?
You see,
you'd like to take that back?
No, I won't. I will explain it to her. Has she read 375, 376? Does she know that punishment exists on the law book? 7 years, 10 years, life imprisonment, and one is asking for death penalty in cases like what has happened in Delhi? I mean, people need to understand it. It's not black and white all the time. These are grey areas.
But this is not the time to discuss such matters. I think today we are talking about societal issues.
Miss Shaw, you have brought out a very technical subject, and let me explain it to you. If this is not the time, I think people should start understanding. Those who rake up 2002 all the time, they should know when they discuss BJP as bourgeois party, they should know that Naxals commit rape to get their people into the force. So all kinds of rape happen in this country, and this is not even a women's issue.
Two wrongs. A million wrongs don't make a right. A million wrongs don't make a right.
Arnab, can I please speak?
No, Meenakshi.
Arnab.
Meenakshi, let's get Meenakshi.
I am pointing out the fault in the frivolous.
Yes, Meenakshi, but you know, we cannot say that you do it, they do it, everyone does it. That's not an argument. She wants to respond.
We need to talk about gender generalization. That's the only way to go about dealing with these issues.
Society, men
one sec.
And let's keep it at that.
Meenakshi, please. Radhika Ganesh is coming into the discussion. She makes a quick point that I'm going to shine and see. Yes, Radhika, who are you responding to?
We need to talk about broad-based gender sensitization. She's talking about Naxals raping women to get them in. How can we be okay with such things? We need to talk about gender sensitization on the whole.
Absolutely.
It's a societal issue.
Let her complete.
It's a societal issue. We need to deal with it at the most
whether the governments of Orissa and Jaipur, Orissa and Rajasthan will tell us where Bitti Mohanty is. Find Bitti Mohanty. Let that be a campaign. Has he gone abroad?
They find it convenient to use these as photo opportunities.
Arnab, is it an advantage or
case? Where till now nobody has been punished. Till now.
Yes.
Just because it involves national security, you can do anything.
Nothing justifies sexual assault. To Shaina NC, my question is this. Hear me, Shaina. 1 second.
Say something.
Will Smriti Irani, Shaina NC and Meenakshi Lekhi also go down to Bhopal and start a demonstration tomorrow?
Yes,
because, allow me to complete, because Madhya Pradesh tops the list of states with the highest number of reported rape cases last year. Yeah. So 1 minute, charity begins at home. Please all fly down to Bhopal and have a campaign. That's the only way for you to convince me, Shaina NC, that this is not a political campaign. For us, it's not.
Nobody
But what about political parties? Let me put that to Shaina and please. Shaina, will you do that?
Please speak and give me a chance, because I've been patient and I don't know if it's an advantage or a disadvantage in your debate. But having said that, when you talked about an SMS that you received that the members of parliament were shedding crocodile tears. Now, if the members of parliament had not raised this and persistently across the board spoken about it, would we all be talking about this in such a big way today? The question here is, if Sheila Dikshit, or for that matter the chief minister of any state, if they want to take a proactive decision, what should that have been? That should have been a suggestion that we want our security, our personal security to be foregone for the betterment of the city. We need to deploy women-sensitive police force that is actually there to help in cases such as this. And when one keeps on talking about bystanders who don't have a legal responsibility but a moral responsibility, how do you expect a bystander to even fight if the police force is not present? We've seen on multiple cases where you don't even have a beat constable. So I think the larger issue is the point of your debate today, which is give up your own security but make sure that your city is much safer.
Shaina, please. Shaina wants, no, she's answered on everyone's behalf. Shaina, my point is, I don't think Sushma Swaraj and others are speaking, and that's why the people are raising the issue. It's because people and the media are raising the issue that the politicians are forced to speak. Do you agree with me, ma'am? Saiba, ma'am, do you agree?
And if they didn't, it would be another topic of discussion.
उस इशू में सबसे बड़ा इम्पोर्टेंट बात ये है जो महिला संगठन उठा रहे हैं कि कन्विक्शन रेट इतना कम है इन सारे केसेस के अंदर कि लोगों को एक हिम्मत रहती है, उनको लगता है कि हम कुछ भी करके निकल जाएंगे, कोई पूछने वाला नहीं है। बुनियादी सवाल ये है कि उसको कैसे इम्प्रूव किया जाए, और उसमें आपकी पॉलिटिकल विल भी ज़रूरी है, उसमें आपके लिए ज़रूरत है कि आप लोगों को साथ लेकर के खड़े हो। आज जिस तरह से दिल्ली में लोग निकले, इतने सालों से हम महिला संगठन में, हमने सालों के बाद देखा है कि लोग खुद सड़कों पर निकल के आए, क्योंकि पिछले 1 साल में लगातार घटनाएं हो रही हैं जो दहला रही हैं आदमी को, डर लग रहा है उससे कि क्या होगा, और इसका बहुत बड़ी जरूरत है कि हम इन इश्यूज को फोकस करें।
आप ये केसेस के बारे में कह रहे हैं, मैं और एक केस के बारे में कहना चाहूंगा, और आज ये बहुत ही जरूरी है। 2003 के अक्टूबर में एक 35 साल की स्विस नेशनल थी फिल्म मेकर सिरीफोर्ट रेप केस, इट वाज रजिस्टर्ड, और 10,000 दिल्ली पुलिस के लोगों को इस केस पे लगाया गया। हम भी रिपोर्टर थे, हम इस स्टोरी को कवर कर रहे थे। 2008 में दिल्ली पुलिस फाइल्ड अ क्लोजर रिपोर्ट सेइंग इट हैज नॉट बीन एबल टू फाइंड अ सिंगल सस्पेक्ट। सो I just don't know today, Sabha, that 10,000 Delhi police personnel cannot find a single suspect in the rape of a foreign national.
So I want to say something.
After 5 years.
So it's not just it's not just a question of removing the police from security, which I think most citizens would support, because VIP security to all of us seems such a wasteful thing, and it's public money. But the quality of the policing, the sensitivity of the policing, I think your panelist from Chennai also spoke about, when people are not afraid of the police also. The question comes when women interact with men in uniform and they're louds or badly trained or they're crude, that is also a level at which a violence takes place.
One last
what about when police women get beaten up by the louds and the Home Minister does not make a statement on that? Is that not important? When we are discussing law and order in every corner.
No, that's true. But Rajesh, something happened right now, and I want to share it. I'll pull out the clip. It's very revealing. It's not with me right now, but our reporter heard this. Who was at India Gate when the police was interacting with one of the protesters? One of the protesters asked the police, "आप लोग PCR van क्यों नहीं रखते हैं रात को? Why don't you have the PCR vans?" And the police person says to the protester, "आप लोग रात में निकलते ही क्यों हो?
That's it.
Why do you come out?" This is today. What I am broadcasting tonight is 5 minutes back. That is what is happening. Complete indifference to the armed.
अर्नब, हम पुलिस कमिश्नर के पास गए थे आज दिन भर, प्रोटेस्ट किया। गेट पर 1 मिनट, पुलिस गेट के ऊपर पुलिस वाले खड़े होके बोल रहे थे, अरे यार ये थोड़ा आप किसविस कर रहे होंगे, इसीलिए वो एक्साइटेड हो गए। ये
वहाँ,
और हमने नीरज कुमार को रिपोर्ट किया, उन्होंने अपने नाम देखा क्या नाम देख के बताइए कौन था वो? अब हम जाके नाम देख कर आएंगे फिर बताएंगे. मतलब आपके पुलिस की इंसल्ट.
Absolutely shocking. There is no gender sensitization of the police.
Everywhere.
Yeah, Bina.
Whether common citizens in our country, whether we in Manipur or in Delhi or in Mumbai, we don't feel safe either in our houses, in our society, or from armed violence continuing. And the police have failed totally in their duty to protect us. Sarojini Nagar bomb blast, no one has reported who did it. We are living in a time in India where 27% increase in defense budget, where more weapons are brought in, more militarization is done, but nothing for citizen security. We demand security at every citizen.
And tonight, one second, I'll give a last word to Radhika Ganesh, who's our viewer from Bangalore today. Yes, Radhika, to you the last word on this program before I wrap up.
At this going rate, Arnab, if you put more policemen on the streets, I might be more in danger than actually being saved.
Unfortunately.
So at this, with their level of incompetence,
you have to have procedures and learn the lessons from those cases.
Well, I'd like to thank everyone for joining me. It's been a robust discussion. Nothing, at this point of time, we need to keep the pressure up on the police and the politicians. The Chief Minister is visiting the victim and her family in hospital, but Ms. Sheila Dikshit, for once, please go beyond symbolism. Back in a couple of minutes on the Newshour.